Mussman over there? Did
Muss is here,
Did
yes.
he make his way?
He sure did.
Yeah, he made his way.
Making my way into the fan.
Muss, Ben, Muss.
I must say,
Hey,
first time meeting you.
You know what?
Hey.
Muss, great job this weekend.
How's that?
You didn't. I'll let the coach say it.
Not playing with it in the crowd.
Yeah.
You didn't play
Not
with it in the
once.
crowd.
Yeah,
Not
good
one
for
time.
you.
Good work.
Well, I mean, a little pocket pool, but otherwise.
Well, but you
Yeah.
weren't in the crowd.
You weren't in the crowd.
No, that's a good point.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Thank
Good
you.
job. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent.
We
That's
made
my
it back.
first week.
We made it back. Here we are.
You know, Ben, you mentioned on your Instagram video after the game.
Yep.
That the last time the Vikings were shut out was 2007. That was a team that you were on.
Yeah.
Now, looking back to that game, why didn't you score a touchdown?
I tried.
I mean, you're allowed to.
I know, I
know
tried.
you're not. I mean, the guy, Ernest Jones or whatever his name is, he did it yesterday. Why didn't you do that in 2007?
Well, he's better than me.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Don't
come
you.
on.
Listen, guys, I tried my best.
I like that you admitted in the video you didn't even remember that game. You didn't remember getting shut out. No. Yeah, it's, I mean, whatever. It was the Packers, I guess, too, right?
Yeah, surprisingly,
Oh, man.
2007. Yeah, basically, right around this time of year, it was like November 11th, 2007, against the Packers. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I go back and maybe look at the play sheet and go play by play, I would probably conjure up some memories, but no.
Sure. Ba-da-ba.
So the Vikes had not been shut out since 2007. I've seen two different numbers. My guess is it's playoffs and non-playoffs because this one said they had gone 294 straight games since getting shut out. That must be regular season. Mm-hmm. That was the third longest active streak. Now we have the shortest at 0 consecutive games.
Oh.
Ben, do you know who has the longest current active streak? The Vikings were third longest. Who has the longest active streak of not getting shut out?
I don't know. Packers?
Yeah, that's what I would go with, just because it just
Yeah, just because
that's what you heard.
it's like something that you would
right.
want to.
Make us feel worse about ourselves.
Chiefs. Russell Wilson.
Stop.
The Broncos.
We're gonna
Bastards.
name all 32 here.
The White Sox.
Commander takes.
Well, 31
The
actually.
Twins.
You haven't named number 2 either.
Boof Bonser.
Chicago.
Boof Bonser.
Bonser.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
The Lions.
It was Jesus?
Nope.
the Patriots.
The Bears.
The
Nope.
Seahawks.
Still nobody said it.
The Giants.
The
The
Commanders.
Jets. No, they've been shut out there.
The
too.
Rams.
Still no one has said it.
The
Cowboys.
the Raiders.
Did someone say the Chiefs?
Yeah, Chiefs are.
Yeah, I did. The Eggs.
Browns.
No.
Bengals. Titans.
I remember that.
Texans.
Jacksonville.
I wonder if you guys are going to name 30
The
teams
Dolphins.
before getting the longest 2 streaks.
Steelers.
Steelers are number 2 at 308.
Atlanta.
You still haven't gotten number 1 at 382.
Colts.
382 consecutive
Ravens.
games. Finally. The Baltimore
for
Ravens.
God's sakes.
Oh, that's all
Way
I
to go,
need.
Ben. Showing off with your
Yeah,
knowledge.
Ben.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Not only was that the, again, first shutout for the Vikings since 2007, that was the first time the Seahawks had shut out somebody since 2015. So they hadn't posted a shutout in 10 years.
Hey, Benjamin.
Fun.
Did you get any leads on whether or not A, J.J. McCarthy would be back? Do you have any leanings on that? B, if our center is going to miss any significant time?
Oh, boy.
C, if our young guard is going to be back sometime soon?
Oh, boy.
D, if our tackle is going to decide whether or not he wants to play?
Oh, boy.
Yikes.
Well, I don't know if that's like his decision. Like, I don't think he's like choosing to sit out. He
I
has
thought
he has
that
an
was the
ankle
case.
injury.
Is that not the case? I thought that was.
He
what
got
was
hurt in the
being-
last game.
I thought it was being insinuated that he was being given the choice.
Yeah, he had the foot injury. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, foot or ankle or something like that.
Don't blame me. I'm just a reporter.
Yeah, be nice, please.
No, don't be nice. I like him.
Was that insinuated that it was just up to him if he wants to play?
That was what I was insinuated to.
Who insinuated the insinuation to you?
Bill Cosby.
I wouldn't trust that
Why are
guy.
you talking to him?
He gets one phone call a week.
And he calls you to talk about the Vikings?
He does.
Was that before or after you guys sat down and had that special drink?
You know it was after.
So I'm not believing a word you're saying.
Hawk didn't need the drink.
No, Hawks lose.
How dare you?
You are.
Cosby watches the flight tracker more than a minute.
Oh, yeah.
What a psycho.
What a second.
Let's see how long it is before the pilot passes out.
Oh.
Well, in that case, he probably should keep track. That's safety first.
Yep.
I actually think Cosby's the type of guy that would raw dog the flight.
Dear
Whoa,
God.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. He won't be flying anytime soon.
I don't think so. So, question A, I would expect McCarthy to be back. Like, I think that if you're self-reporting a concussion on the flight home after you played a full game, my guess is concussion's not super serious.
Okay.
So, I know that everybody has their own healing time with these things, but my guess is he'll be back. He'll be back this week. He'll get full reps, all reps on Wednesday, and he'll be good to go.
Okay.
B was what? Our left guard?
Our guard,
Are
yes.
you going to
The
the
young
mall?
guard.
I have no idea. I have no idea the severity of Donovan's injury. I will cross my fingers and hope he's back.
Good.
The fact that Darisaw, now you said Darisaw was D. Who was C?
C was our center.
Oh, C was the center. That's interesting because I don't even remember him going to the blue tent or really doing anything. It wasn't
And
anything
you would notice with
significant.
that great big giant headgear that he's got on.
Yeah.
You couldn't miss that Guardian helmet.
I know. The marketing scheme that is the Guardian helmet.
Oh.
Did Cosby tell you that?
Cosby told me.
He calls you?
Yep.
And talks Guardian helmets?
We talk a lot
not a
about
big fan of any kind of
lot
Guardians.
helmets. Yeah. We've
doesn't
gone
want
through the whole
anybody.
gamut of helmets.
The lack of
He
helmets.
likes all kinds.
Yeah.
You don't need a guardian, is what he said.
Yeah. He's like, sign this piece of paper. You don't need a guardian.
Right.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of the dialogue that he had with the training staff, and it was like they're just having a conversation. I thought it was like he dinged his head again, the way that they're just kind of talking. And it wasn't like, now I obviously must have missed it, but I didn't see him go back to the blue tent. I didn't see him like standing up, having them look at his hip flexor, like do some exercises, do anything. It was just kind of like this conversation. And the trainers just kind of stepped back, had their own private conversation. I'm like, oh, there must be nothing going on with this, because there wasn't like, they didn't like go over to Juergens and be like, oh, you got to get ready and whatever. There was like no dialogue at all after that. So I was like, oh, maybe there's talking about something else. It's not a big deal. And then I come to find out that I got the report saying that he was going to be questionable return or he was out with the hip injury. I'm like, huh? So I don't know.
No Brosmer and snaps with Juergens at all on the sideline. Nothing.
Didn't see it.
Yeah. You would.
That doesn't mean that like I don't like hover around the bench area unless I really, really need to, but there wasn't like a clamoring or anything like that. And sometimes, Hawk even does a good job of keeping eyes from his perspective on some stuff that's going on there. So I didn't see it. So I don't know if he's going to be in or out this week.
Okay.
So that is still concerning. And then I would think that CD is going to play based on the fact that he was limited, I think, last week. And then he was kind of a late scratch for this game.
Got it. What about, let me put you in the spot. What about young Adam Thielen being a healthy scratch? Do you have any insights on that?
I have no insights on that. And it doesn't, reading the old tea leaves does not look good. I think that we've all wondered about his inclusion in this offense and how much run he gets. And then when he gets in there, it's not been super productive. And it is sort of marred with some drops in there. So he hasn't been the most reliable when he's been in there either. So it does seem like everything was trending down to where now he's a healthy scratch in yesterday's game. What does that mean?
Our sweet depth at wide receiver.
I mean, if you hear, the thing is, like, if you listen to Coach O'Connell after the game, they asked him about it, and he's like, well, we have some injuries in other spots. We have to elevate other people. So that just means, we can only have so many, in a nutshell, like we can only have so many active players for this game. We've been remarkably healthy at the receiver position. Ipso facto, he now becomes, you can dress 48 guys? Is that right?
Yeah.
You can dress 48 guys for game day. So you're telling me that he's the 49th and 50th player on this roster? That's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, in those situations, if you're a vet, most vets don't handle that very well. So I don't know. I question the longevity of him for the rest of the season on this team.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And do we know anything about Theo Jackson either?
No,
No.
that's what I was
That
going to ask you. Did
yeah.
anybody see him on the list last week? Was he on the injury report?
He was not on the injury report.
Now, finally, there's a question for the Cos, because Cosby knows all about Theo.
He does. Great
Yeah.
point.
Well, I guess.
That's a great
Yeah,
point.
well
When
said.
he calls me later today, I'll ask him.
I don't like how you have a nickname for him.
Why does he call you on Mondays?
Because it's the only day he has access to the phone. You know how jail works.
Isn't he out?
Sakes.
Theo
I don't
Jackson
think he ever was.
was a limited participant all week with a neck injury.
Okay,
Oh,
there
he
you go.
was.
I did not see
Okay.
that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. So I guess he's dealing with a neck injury. I must have missed that. I asked around. There's a couple of people in the organization like, yeah, I didn't even know he was injured. So
Benjamin, let me put you in another corner. I'm going to ask the tough one.
yeah,
Here it comes.
like a badger.
May 30th of 2025, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah signed a multi-year extension with the Minnesota Vikings. Could it still possibly be one and done with this new extension and him not surviving this offseason?
Sure.
Tough question.
Sure. I don't know why. Look, we see it all the time, and we see it all the time in sports. Like there's dead money on player contracts. There's dead money on other, personnel contracts. And, I don't think that this ownership is, I don't think that they're in a position where they have to do anything. They're contractually bound, and they're going to say oh, well, we can't make changes because a contract's in the way. They're willing to make decisions and part ways and do things that, as they see fit. So I think everything's on the table at this point in time, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was something done there.
Now, Paul, your hand's up, and we were just talking about Kwesi, so I don't think you're going to ask Wood Hawk. So I think this is an actual football
I have a
follow-up.
football follow-up.
Okay, Paul, your hand's up.
Just like you said, Cora, about how Brosmer didn't really stake his claim to be the starting quarterback, what has Kwesi done to stake his claim to pick possibly a 5th or 6th overall pick and help this team rebuild?
But he's not the only one making the pick.
Yeah, but
I mean,
but he's the GM.
I know, I understand that.
But I think what my opinion is, I think he's going to be the scapegoat of all of this.
I would agree with that.
I think he's going to be the one that's going to take the
falls
fall
on
for
the
this.
sword.
I mean, all of those guys that he signed, and it's not just him, it's a group effort. I mean, Will Fries that was his worst game yesterday. The 2 defensive tackles, I forgot they were on the team. It's just the guys that they signed to bolster this team. And you watched the Chicago Bears, who had the same offseason plan. They had the same exact issues the Vikings have. They're the number 1 seed in football, and they went the trade route on getting Tooney and the other, whoever else they got as the interior of their offensive line. Same plan. They went a different route. We went this route, and our route has failed miserably. And it doesn't help that the quarterbacks are bad. And that's another thing. You watch this roster and you go, man, those 2 guys that we have, I mean, they didn't have Wentz, but we're going to ride with McCarthy after you have the 2 guys, and then whatever you want to think of the Rodgers rumors and however that went, whoever said no, whoever said yes, they let all that go by. And here we are. We've lost 4 straight, and they haven't scored a touchdown in 2 games. Somebody's going to take the fall. It's not just status quo.
Right. But that's
and
what
you're going to be a underdog in every game.
That's what leads you to who cares who's going to be the quarterback next week. It doesn't really, it doesn't really matter.
No, losing is you should want to lose.
I don't think they have a choice.
No.
It's not one of those where, you should tank it. I just don't think you can win.
They can't score.
No.
Right.
And then they put these young quarterbacks in such bad positions.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear KOC talk about explosives. Oh, he missed this explosive. He could have had this explosive. Stop with the explosives. Put everything in front of them. Make it easy. Ooh. Make it easy for these quarterbacks because they need to have the game slow down. And if you are just doing these long routes and he has to wait until someone gets open because the route's so deep. I don't know. I mean, to me, it seems like I know this is your offense, and your offense is fantastic. There is no question.
Oh,
however, if you have players that can't pull off what you're trying to do, they just don't have the ability. You have to change your game plan. You just have to. And nobody wants to, but you have to.
No.
I'm not going to all of a sudden go into the Vox box and, and then a PA, hold on, look out here, buddy, I'm going to hop in. No, it's not a skill set that I have.
I'll give you $20 if you do.
No, I've already called a couple of plays and it was horrible.
I think all of these things are completely valid, and there are conversations that probably need to be had. I'm guessing that they're having these conversations even at TCOPC, behind closed doors. I mean, it's what you have to do as an organization. Like, they get paid the big bucks, and that doesn't mean that you just get to take all the accolades when things are good. You got to make tough decisions when things are bad, and that is the role of everybody over there. That is a high level decision maker, whether you're in personnel, whether you're in coaching, whatever it is. And so, I think that when you win, it just look. I was on a lot of winning teams. I'll go back to that 2019.
Look out!
I know. Easy.
Ben's talking.
Easy. There's a larger point here. There's a larger point here. That we knew that there were some issues in 2009 with our team. We did. I mean, the way that the organization just sort of worked internally. But when you win, all that gets brushed under the rug. Things don't get addressed because you're winning games. However you're winning, whether it's your one Hall of Fame quarterback that you have, whether, sometimes it's our defense playing well, whatever it is, those things mask all of the warts that are obvious. But when you lose, all of those things get magnified, and you can't ignore it. So what are they going to do? That is the question that we all want to know. We know that there are issues. We know there are issues with performance across the board. Is it execution? Is it lack of skill? Is it lack of talent? If those are the issues that you see as well and you identify, then yes, something has to change. Changes have to be made. And they'll probably, obviously not going to make those changes in season, but when the season is over, I would expect hard decisions to be made across this organization.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
Fun. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way with iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominated outstanding public school teacher who's gone above and beyond for their students to win $5,000 to stock their classroom with whatever they need. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Nominate your favorite teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Guaranteed humans, too. All these teachers are human teachers. I guarantee it.
Hello, my name is Human.
Oh, great song.
It is, isn't it? I love it.
Sauce, give me the teacher that changed your life the most, specifically senior year when you didn't bring a backpack.
Mr. Gallner.
Is he the one that found you a way onto the football team even though your grades weren't good enough?
No, that was Mr. Hedstrom.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne.
It was probably a team effort to get you on that squad.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne.
Oh, yeah.
A team effort to get you to quit?
Oh, I played 2 games after that, so changing my grade didn't do a lot.
Didn't do much.
No. And then when I get told you're not any good, most people would go, oh yeah?
Prove them wrong.
You're right. I'll see
Double down, work harder.
Yeah. No.
Some kind of montage video with you lifting logs in the woods to get stronger.
Nope. I quit.
You quit.
Yep.
Can we do a quick Fan 5? Because we're way behind.
Yes.
Good. Let's
It's
get it
time
done.
for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around.
Yes. Your Vikings lost 26-0 to the Seahawks. They play the Commanders next week. They lost 27-26 to the Broncos in overtime. Week 13 ends tonight with the 2-10 Giants battling the 10-2 Patriots at 7:15. The Pats are -7. The Gophers kept the axe by beating Wisconsin 17-7. The Wolves beat the Spurs 125-112 for their second consecutive victory over an above 500 team. Ant had 32. They battle the Pelicans tomorrow at 7. The Wild are at the Oilers tomorrow at 8, and LSU is hiring former Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin.
I mean, that was a very quick Fan 5.
That was a lot.
Really good. Wow. You really,
Yeah.
Wow.
Like an auctioneer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One thing that I think I have this correctly about Lane Kiffin that hasn't been talked about much. I guess part of his deal, and this is the confusing part, because I thought the whole NIL thing was sort of going away with the new revenue share. But I guess he has worked in the contract at LSU. He gets $25 million a year in NIL alone. That's every year. That's every year for his 7 years. Like every year
that he gets to dole out to his players.
It gets replenished every year. That he gets to spend $25 million to buy players.
Whoa!
Good for him.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, listen, if you can get it, you can get it. I think if there's a giant canary in the coal mine right now, it's that right there. Like, this system is absolutely broken.
That makes him head coach and GM, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whoever the GM is. I mean, I don't know if that's an official, but the fact that the football department gets $25 million per year to sign players.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do your best to explain the metaphor, a canary in a coal mine.
I think a canary in a coal mine is if you see one dead, it's bad. No, like, isn't that the thing, though? Like, they have it down there because, like, there's no oxygen. Isn't that the bit?
You got that right.
Yeah, he got it right.
You got it. You did it.
It just sounded funny.
Yeah,
if you
it
see
was
a canary
bad.
and it's dead, that's bad.
Well, no, but that, I mean, that if you saw,
Especially if you're the canary.
But if you saw one now, you'd go, oh, that bird died. But if you're in a coal mine and you see one dead, you're like, we should go back because there's no oxygen down here. It's over. Any more brain busters?
What if you,
good job.
What if you saw a canary on the 5th floor here at iHeart?
What if you saw a box elder bug?
It's over there
You'd
somewhere.
be like, we hired a new salesperson.
You'd be like, wow, there's a bird in here. Dave
it's
Ryan must be
alive.
doing a bit.
It's alive. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got it.
That's good.
Okay, good. Vikings news is next.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Human.
Hey, the fan, that's us, and the Vikings, that's a football team. We're teaming up.
Wow, dude.
For Toys for Tots. We'll be at Shields and Eden Prairie tomorrow, starting at 5:30. We'll be there till 6:30 p.m.
Yeah, let's see him, man.
Our annual broadcast presented by Unreal.
No, please.
Bring a toy and spread some joy. Yeah! And if you're one of the first 50 donors each show, KFAN Unreal Winter Beanie will be yours. Details at kfan.com/toys.
Usually it's beads, but tomorrow it's beanies. Right?
Well, your mic's on.
What?
Calm down, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
That sounds like beads.
It does. Yeah.
Well played.
Like trying to start a lawnmower.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't know.
I wouldn't do it that.
All right, let's do Vikings news. What the hell, the transition from anal beads to the Vikings?
Oh, who mentioned that?
Who said
Talking about
It was heavily implied. Heavily
I
implied.
was so confused.
Thank you, Radko. Thank you.
So, Benjamin, lost in the shuffle, right? Like a week or so ago, J.J. McCarthy posted just terrible numbers, right? It was like a 35 passer rating or something. And the world, including me and everybody else, said, can't get any worse. Let's put the kid in. Then the kid posted like a 32 passer rating.
32.8.
And then everybody last week and then everybody last night said, if you just snapped the ball and spiked it into the ground, you'd have a better passer rating.
Yep.
Which I guess is mathematically accurate. But lost in the shuffle there is, shouldn't that mean that we need to figure out a different formula? Because if dropping back and throwing it right into the dirt 30 consecutive times is a better rating than what Brosmer and McCarthy did, then the formula is bad.
You wouldn't turn it over 4 times.
But that should be a 0. If you go 0 for 30 with 0 yards, that should be a 0 passer rating. I could do that. I couldn't do what McCarthy or Brosmer did, which is get some yards. It should be a 0 if you go 0 for 30.
I know. So you like Celsius. Like this whole water freezing at 32.
Yeah.
Like you're like, if that's the bottom, that should be 0.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, you're a
Admit it.
Celsius guy.
Admit it.
I'm with you on
Admit
that.
it.
Well, it's one of those fun stats that, yes, everybody that's saying you'd have a better rating if you just threw it into the ground. I know that's right, but that means the formula's flawed as well.
I
agree.
heard Meat Sauce say that, to be fair. He's the only person I've heard say it.
Yeah, I stand by it.
You do keep standing by it.
You stand by a lot of things.
I do.
Wish you'd stand by the road.
And wave?
And wave to people. Yeah.
Or
Just,
in front of a train.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow. That would derail.
not a moving train.
No,
Ben doesn't want you to get hit by a
no.
train.
Like a train Hawk was in when he was in
You
Moonshine.
want to just
Light rail.
stand
Yeah,
in front
like
of a train and sketch it.
I
You
like a
want to
senior
draw.
picture.
You stand by that train, you're going to be involved.
Or stand at the end of the train with Tommy.
Please.
Or sing Drops of Jupiter.
Oh, good
Great
idea.
song, right?
Oh, God, terrible.
Oh, you stop it.
Oh, God.
God, terrible. Is that who you pray to?
Just a brutal song.
No,
That's a
that
great
song.
song.
That's a great song.
I'm not going to argue about train.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Because you've been in too many.
So let's go back to that real quick before we
What?
really dive into the Vikings stuff. So if you look at the QBR, the quarterback rating, so there is it like getting points on a test for just writing your name?
Well,
Because
no, so
are they giving you
passer rating and QBR, right? It's a lot of times like you also get credit for like yards per attempt and things like that, right? So sometimes I think which one is it? Is it QBR that also factors in like throwaways? Or do they both?
That's PBR.
Or do they
I
both?
don't know. I don't know if it's just like ESPN's way of saying like, well, we have our own metric and that's what we're going to use.
The thing that ESPN did that was smart when they came up with the QBR is max it out at 100, right? That a perfect score is 100 as opposed to 158.3, which confuses everybody. But I don't understand why either of them would have a score be better than 0 if you go over 30 with 30 spikes.
Well,
that doesn't make any sense.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you're getting credit as a quarterback just for fielding,
for not turning the ball over.
for fielding the snap,
Right.
For not turning the ball over. Yeah.
for not turning the ball over.
That's the big one.
Which is, man, was it yesterday? Maybe it was even.
It seems so far away.
Was it? Maybe it was Greg Olsen even. Yeah, I think it was talking about the Seahawks. So the Seahawks don't turn the ball over much. And it's what we always talk about with like quarterbacks like Brett Favre. It is okay to have an interception once in a while. That means you're aggressive. No one's asking for 40 touchdowns and 0 picks. That's actually probably not the most efficient football. That means you're not taking enough chances.
It does depend on how it looks, though, as well. I mean,
Right.
Yes, correct.
You're putting a contested ball up, that's one thing, but another when you're just sailing one into somebody else's
Again, you go
arms.
back a handful of weeks when McCarthy threw the 50-50 ball to JJ, and JJ got his feet tangled up, and then the ball got picked off. And then we all argued about whether or not they should have thrown it to him because it was 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I still will go back and go, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with once in a while throwing a 50-50 ball to the best receiver in football. If it gets picked off once in a while, you have to live with that. That's fine. Nobody's expecting perfection. We just haven't seen anything close to adequate, essentially, this year outside of Carson Wentz. And Carson was never spectacular. He was just very adequate. It was solid. He wasn't lighting it up, but he wasn't just completely killing you like these two kids are.
He was giving us a chance.
He was giving you a chance.
And he was hurt.
Right, and they were asking him to go out there with like one arm, barely the arm that you can even throw with.
Like the
I think he
fugitive
kicked
guy.
a couple of balls because why not? Anyway, so what do you do with the quarterback, Ben? Like you said earlier, we may be damned if we do, damned if we don't. But what do you do if McCarthy's healthy? That's the only option.
That's the only option.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing is like as much as all I wanted from yesterday, just from a fan standpoint, was create a quarterback controversy, Brosmer.
Yep.
Go out there and light up the world and, show everybody that you can play quarterback and that the quote unquote system works. I know that even in that scenario, you'd still have to start McCarthy because you have to know what you're going to get out of your first round investment. I get all that, but it'd be a lot of fun if we could be having these conversations about like, I don't know, I'm a Brosmer guy. I'm a McCarthy guy. We got to get like, that's fun for everybody. That keeps the rest of the season interesting. What happened yesterday was, well, I guess we go back to McCarthy. I mean, that's how we feel. You can't go back out there with Brosmer. I mean, obviously, unless McCarthy doesn't pass any sort of concussion tests, I don't think you're going to go to Warford or Walford. Like, he looks like he's an 8th grader out there. I mean, I don't even know if he's 6 foot tall. So I'm not lying. Like, I saw him on the sidelines, and I'm like,
let the short king sling it.
I'm like, correct. Let Napoleon throw the football.
Hey, you stop.
Yeah.
Napoleon Bonaparte or Napoleon Dynamite?
Let Danny DeVito chuck that.
Oh, God, I would watch that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
DeVito
Yeah.
starting
Frank?
against the Commanders.
Isn't he 80?
Who cares? It can't get any worse.
yeah, I don't need to see Dorf on football. Okay, so
Oh, see, you guys have so many good ideas. This would all be more
Danny
entertaining
DeVito
than
is-
yesterday.
Danny DeVito was 81.
So what?
Frank, man.
Yeah.
We need a veteran leader. We need somebody that's
No, thank you
got
for service.
experience.
Yeah, let Creasel throw it.
Just like we talked about last week, that even if Brosmer didn't work, it was just going to be exciting to try something else. Now, it backfired big time. Next week against the Commanders, DeVito runs out of the tunnel.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
They'd lose their minds.
Yeah,
He's dressed
they
up
would.
like the Penguin.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, why
Oswald
is he dressed up
Cobblepot.
like the Penguin?
Because he was the Penguin.
I know, but this is the Vikings.
Well,
Yeah.
so far, McCarthy and Brosmer throw like they have flipper hands anyway. Why not let DeVito sling it?
Yeah.
God, we have
let me
good
ask you.
ideas.
Let me ask you guys this.
Danny DeVito.
See, there's what's his face?
Alan Roach.
Yeah, Alan Roach.
Let me ask you guys this. Take away the result of the throw. Okay, we know that we gave the ball away 5 times yesterday. We had 4 interceptions. But from a breaking of the huddle, receiving of the ball, progressions through the passing routes, was there one or the other that you guys thought was like more pleasing, that seemed like, oh, this actually looks like high level quarterbacking?
Brosmer got rid of the ball way faster than JJ. JJ holds on to the ball
Yeah.
way too long.
Yeah. JJ hangs on to it. Wait, there were multiple times when JJ starts where you're like, just throw the football.
Right.
If they were both first-round picks or both free agents, and you told me which would I rather see play after watching these games, I'd rather see Brosmer. But that's not
Good
the
point.
case.
Yep.
Yeah.
One's a first-round draft pick, and one didn't get drafted.
Right.
To me, that's the determining factor. If the concussion's not in play. Am I
Now,
right?
again, as best as you can,
You are correct.
I think the answer is going to be the same. But the best as you can, let's just say that Brosmer was from the University of New Hampshire and never went to University of Minnesota.
He probably
Do you
wouldn't
feel
be
this?
on the
No,
team.
well, no, I'm
Yeah,
just saying
yeah,
like
I
he's
got
on
you.
the team. But do you still feel the same way?
Yeah, but the team doesn't think that way. I mean, as far as
No,
like,
I'm
the
saying
coaching
from
staff,
I'm saying,
yeah.
I'm saying
I mean,
from
for
us conversationally.
Yeah, for
as
us,
a fan.
yes, absolutely. But I mean, they're not going to just go, well, he was a
I know,
go
but
for 1 year.
No, I know that, but like I do think that there is that emotional connection to a lot of the fans.
A million
Give
percent.
Mussy a break. He's very combative this morning.
Why not?
Why are you so sassy?
Where'd DeVito play college football? And I don't mean Tommy DeVito.
I think he played
No,
junior high.
I think it's Sauce's take on the McCarthy fastball is what's hard to watch. Is the Brosmer pass to Addison that got dropped? I'm like, man, that's a good looking spiral, nice pace. That's a super catchable ball, and he dropped it. I'm like, man, we need more of that. So like that's the play that I'm like, man, Brosmer can sling it, and then it got dropped, and then it felt like the whole rest of the game he just didn't have confidence in his wide receivers, and vice versa. So I would still slightly lean towards Brosmer as an easier watch. The rocket ball out of McCarthy gets frustrating.
Can I ask you to answer your own question, Ben? Because you know better than any of us.
I like the athleticism more of McCarthy. I think that he is more athletic. I think he gives us more of a chance in a pocket that's collapsing to make a play. Now, is he accurate on the run? I mean, I would actually contest the fact that I think that he gives you a better chance when he's actually outside the pocket.
Better outside the pocket,
and
yeah.
he doesn't have to think about planting his feet and his foot width and his shoulder, the plane of his shoulders and all this other stuff. Like if he's even thinking about that, but everybody else seems to think that he's thinking about that. So I actually think that even though he can be inaccurate outside the pocket, I think that he gives us a better chance when he's on the run. He plays a little bit more backyard football. It looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing when he's outside the pocket and he's trying to make plays. I mean, the touchdown that he had to Hawkinson in the Green Bay game, where he gets outside the pocket, and it was at the Lions game, I think.
Game, yeah.
The Lions game, where he gets outside the pocket and throws a dart, hits him right between the numbers. Like that to me is better. I liked Brosmer the way that he processed better. I like his progressions were snappier. And you heard it from KOC that it was almost too snappy. Like he was actually going past guys that were open, where I think McCarthy is slow to read some of that stuff. The one stat that I thought was really interesting, again, going back to all the PFF hunters out there that only have football takes based on statistics, is that going into the Packers game, they said, again, using analytics to support this point, that McCarthy had the 5th highest average time to throw in the pocket. So if you want to talk about offensive line not playing well, not giving him a chance, going into that game, in the games that he played, he actually had lots of time to throw the football, and that's the results we got. So if we have a healthy offensive line, and, Brosmer gets like a lot more reps and he gets a lot more comfortable with that same offensive line that McCarthy's had, I think that there might be a higher level of quarterbacking going on. But as far as athleticism and arm strength, then I'd have to go with McCarthy.
Now, I know you asked in terms of hypothetically, right? Mm-hmm. Because McCarthy was a first-round pick that we technically traded up for, and Max Brosmer is undrafted, right? But not to keep using the Trey Lance Brock Purdy thing, because I think it's the most recent and best example. Sure. I think it's exactly what everybody was kind of experiencing this week. Is McCarthy's a first round pick, Brosmer's undrafted. This is the closest thing we've seen in a while. Once the roster is set, you would hope, and I think most teams try everything they can. They try to forget where they were drafted and just say, well, who's better?
Correct.
Because, again, according to the Niners lore, Lance was there a year. Brock Purdy gets there, and Shanahan knew in training camp that Purdy was better. So you have to, as quickly as you possibly can, as a head coach, as a GM, as an organization, go, all right, I know so-and-so is the guy that we invested a whole bunch of picks in. We invested time in. This is our future. But we already know he doesn't have it. I'm not saying they already are saying McCarthy doesn't have it. And I'm not saying they think Brosmer's the guy. But they have to forget immediately where those two were drafted or not drafted and just say who's better. If they think it's McCarthy, and I think they probably still think it is, then they have to go back to him as quickly as possible. But you got to forget where they were picked. Right, it doesn't matter anymore.
No, I think you're right. It does not matter. It should not matter anymore. It does for this season. It matters where they're drafted
for the rest of this season.
Yes,
for sure.
Going into the next offseason, then all of that's off the table.
Okay.
Then you have to evaluate whoever they bring in. It does not matter. It has to be a true competition. Because, when he got injured his rookie year, a lot of people were saying that it was neck and neck, and he was actually leading by a nose against Darnold in this supposed competition through the offseason, through training camp. If that's what it takes to get the best out of him, is to constantly press him with competition, then we have to bring in competition for the betterment of the team and the betterment of himself.
Do you think Mac Jones would come here in a Daniel Jones situation? Because Jones went to Indianapolis expecting to compete against Richardson for the job, and he won it. Do you think Mac Jones would come here if they said, look, it's you and McCarthy, and it's a coin flip? Like,
no.
if you're going to do it, you're going to have to beat him out?
Probably not. No. I'm going to guess that his agent's going to say, I advise you to go to a team where you're basically going to be the starter, and you're going to get starting money.
Yep.
Can I throw out two positives?
You got to trade for him, though. He's got 1 year left on his contract. You could trade for Mac Jones.
Two quick positives.
Doesn't mean
I'm trying to find a positive in this game. Dallas Turner. What a game that guy had. He's now our leading sack.
Tied, right?
Yeah, he's tied. Yeah.
Yep.
He's got 4 in the last 3 games.
And maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen, when they thought the Seahawks were going to do the tush push, and LDR lays down on the ground, and then they shifted out of it, his realization, like, oh, they're not doing that. Okay, I got to get back up and get in the line. I was cracking up when I saw that. Positive stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A lot of positivity out of it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
He's trying. Thank you, Mussman. I want to play that Jalen Naylor interview that you did in the locker room and ask you about what he said about the Cadence situation when we come back.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, more with Ben Lieber, more of Vikings discussion after this. Muss is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show.